Alright, Schlockmeister fans, the re-review from my previous channel. Love at first bite. Let's check it out. George Hamilton as Count Dracula.
Children of the night, shut up! Sing this sundial. I tell you, Renfield, every time I see her, I'm more sure it's her. The only woman I have ever loved.
He's about to be evicted from his castle.
And therefore, by a unanimous vote of the Central Committee, it has been decided to turn this castle into a training camp for our young athletes. You spend the rest of your life in an efficiency apartment with 7 dissidents and 1 toilet. Or you gather your aristocratic shit together and split.
What is your name? Alexei Rugalov. No, Alexei. I bet your mother and your grandmother.
So Dracula decides he's going to fly to New York with Renfield and maybe track down Cindy.
Alvin, I told you to go find your roots. But who told you to drink the water? I knew.
So his coffin got sent to the wrong place. Instead, he went to a funeral where George Jefferson is officiating.
Good evening.
He runs into some New York City thugs
Thanksgiving time, turkey.
who he quickly dispenses with.
Look for yourself.
Eventually, he finds his way back to the hotel where Renfield is, with the wrong coffin.
Just a late sleeper. I'll have them get rid of it immediately, Master.
Employer.
Renfield is sent to look for Cindy, the model.
Something. What did you say his last name was?
Dracula.
Count Dracula.
Correct.
The Count Dracula.
Yes. Yes.
How Dracula can turn himself into a bat. Which causes a little trouble. He's gotten Cindy's address.
I got this from her secretary when I showed up at noontime with my lunch pail.
You tell
He
me.
manages to meet her.
I love you. And I can give you eternal life.
But does she already have Richard Benjamin as a boyfriend?
I got us some champagne and a little Maui. Wow, really heavy shit.
I do not drink wine.
Oh.
And I do not smoke shit.
Oh,
He spends the night and bites her.
oh.
Richard Benjamin is a shrink / boyfriend.
Oh my God.
What? What?
No, it can't be.
It can't be what?
Dracula.
How did you know his name?
Likewise.
They meet.
Count. Please call me Vladimir. And I will call you Shrink. We are in America. Did you have a nice day, my beauty? You're getting to be a bore, Rosenberg.
Von Helsing, Count Dracula. My grandfather was Dr. Fritz von Helsing. I changed my name to Rosenberg for professional reasons. He practiced in London. Is the name familiar to you?
Helsing. I should have known.
Rich Benjamin goes to the cops.
O'Brien! O'Brien! Get that rotten kid back in here. Quickly! Somebody! Murphy! Murphy!
So Dr. Rosenberg takes it upon himself to try to rid the world of Count Dracula.
Burn, baby. Burn.
But his plan is thwarted.
I'll be good. I'll be better than good. I'll be perfect.
No more fires?
No.
No more possessive tantrums?
No. No more fires. I promise. No more fires.
Attention. Attention. Visiting hours will be over in 15 minutes, please.
I think I love you, Vladimir. And, part of me still wants to be independent, you know?
I can arrange it, so you can. The second way to kill a vampire, Count. 3 silver bullets through the heart.
No, Rosenberg. That is unbearable.
You've seen me wear it 1,000,000 times.
Herbal mask?
Yes, but you're right. You are too late. We're in love. Now get out of here.
You call this love? Look at this. 2 sets of bites.
Louise Jefferson, Wheezy.
Hey, what?
A search warrant, Your Honor. We need a search warrant right now. There's been a rash of bat bites in the city. Maybe you've been reading about it. Yes, sir.
You better believe it. And our people have come a long way for you to be coming in here with that voodoo, scary Dracula shit. Now I want you to haul ass out of my courtroom before I really get mean.
My darling, hold on tight.
Rosenberg is trying his best to
Honey, can we stop by the apartment so I can pack a little overnight bag?
Of course, my darling.
save her from Dracula. That's not going to work. A car chase ensues.
Eat your heart out, Burt Reynolds! There is another way.
They missed their plane.
I don't know, Vladimir. I mean, you're a beautiful lover.
Hair count. A wooden stake through the heart. Stop it, Doctor. Stop it. Stop it. Look, stop it. No good.
But she did agree to have the third bite.
Oh, this isn't so hard. I think I'm gonna love immortality.
There is one small disadvantage. We can only live by night.
Oh, that's all right with me.
All right, let's talk about Love at First Bite. This is a movie that I originally rented from City News and Video in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, probably in 1986. Had on the same tape with The Night Stalker, I think, the Kolchak movie with Darren McGavin. And I think JoJo Dancer, Your Life is Calling. I had all three squished in a beta tape. So anyway, the movie is a comedy, came out in 1979, stars George Hamilton as Count Dracula, Artie Johnson as Renfeld. In the movie, Dracula is being evicted from his mansion in Romania because they're going to turn it into like a gymnastic training center or something like that. So he gets booted. He decides he wants to go to New York City, America. So that's where he goes with Artie Johnson. He gets there, and then he sees, I can't remember if it was a commercial or a print magazine or what, but he saw Susan St. James, who plays Cindy something or other. She's like a model, fashion model type person. And he becomes obsessed with her because she thinks she resembles Nina, his former love from the past, and thinks she's just like reincarnated as her. So he wants to get with her. He sends Artie Johnson out there to try to get her. Eventually, they do end up hooking up, and she kind of likes him. It turns out she also has a psychiatrist / quasi-ass boyfriend played by Richard Benjamin, who turns out he's like an ancestor of Dr. Van Helsing from 100 years earlier, who had his run-ins with Dracula, and eventually he figures it out. She starts dating Dracula. He's against it. He keeps trying to kill Dracula, burning him, which didn't work. Tries shooting him in the chest, which didn't work because he had silver bullets, but he's like, those only work for werewolves, so that didn't work. Ultimately, the movie basically ends with Susan St. James agreeing to be Dracula's mate. He bites her, and they turn into bats, and they fly off to Jamaica. I think his coffin was supposed to be sent somewhere else, but went to Jamaica by mistake. So the movie ends with them flying off over the ocean to Jamaica, and that's it. That's Love at First Bite. Now, This was a very popular film in 1979. It was the 13th highest grossing film of the year, actually. People liked it. Critics seemed to like it too, but Siskel and Ebert did not. I remember reading that they thought it was awful, but I thought the movie was okay. I remember when I was a little kid hearing about this movie, everybody seemed to like this movie, but it seemed to be kind of a movie that like more grown-ups were into, even though it's PG, I think. There's nothing really R-rated about it. Yeah, PG. So, no nudity or anything like that in it. So, but it just wasn't something that I ever really saw until much later. I don't think it showed up on cable, or at least if it did, I never saw it. It just it was not on my radar at all. So I've seen it a couple of times. Not one of these movies that I saw over and over and over again. I've seen it a few times. Not really nostalgic for me, and honestly, it doesn't really do much for me. It's okay. It's okay as a comedy. Some of the laughs were okay, but I don't know. It just didn't do much for me. It's okay. I'll just leave it at that. I'm sure some people really like this. Like I said, if you look on IMDb, it's got a pretty good Metacritic review. It's a green color, which means that's 16 above, and that's pretty good. But yeah, I don't have any desire to ever watch this movie again, to be honest with you. But again, I don't want to say anything really bad about it, because there's nothing really bad about it. I just thought it was okay. We'll leave it at that. Anyway, Love at First Bite. I'm pretty sure this is available on a Blu-ray as well. I think it's on a Blu-ray, double Blu-ray with Once Bitten, maybe. A couple of vampire movies there. I bought this DVD about 5 years ago. I think 5 years ago, that was before the Blu-ray, or maybe it was about the same time the Blu-ray came out. This was a little pricey at the time. I think it's probably more reasonable now that there's a Blu-ray out there, but whatever. I'll leave a link to something down below for you to check it out. So check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about Love at First Bite. Watch it. Bye.